we've got to call the guy that was on Pitchmen with his TV remote safety device that apparently he could not strike a deal with our pal Anthony Sullivan years ago. Folks, if you don't know the story, that the MJ Morning Show, we were part of a TV show which I guess launched right around the same time as Shark Tank. And again, it was like products getting pitched to see if a deal could be made to bring it to market. And I had a guy reach out to me that he is thankful that he was not able to put a deal together because his idea has gone on to sell 21 million units. My God. So he reached out to me after we did a story about hotel nightmare items. Do not touch this item. Do not use this item. And the latest item you're not supposed to touch is the hairdryer. They're saying the hairdryer is an absolute germ blower. Don't touch the hairdryers. And this guy was listening to the show, and it reminded him, hey, I have this hotel motel room safety device, this anti-germ device for the TV remote control, and he writes me this whole note, emails me at mj@mjmorningshow.com, emails me this whole note about he's very happy that the deal with Anthony Sullivan, our good buddy, fell through because he didn't have to share his profits with anyone else.
That's amazing. Good for him.
You know what? I was going to do something else first, but let me just get him on the phone because this is a great story. And then I'm going to try to get Anthony Sullivan on the line. He's in the UK right now. He said we could call him today. So let me first call. All right, I got to call Michael. It's Michael Monsky. And, man, I thought this was a great follow-up.
This is Mike.
Mike, it's MJ, Fester, Roxanne. It's the MJ Morning Show. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Dude, we're speaking to you, 15 years later? We had you in the studio, back in 2009?
Yeah, sometime like that.
That's
I just want to put my former partner that was part of this on the call.
Yeah.
Sorry, just hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
So that's amazing. So this guy, was he on the TV show?
Yeah. So remember, we did the casting call. So the TV show was called Pitchmen, and Pitchmen ran on one of the cable channels. I forgot which one it was on. And it was Billy Mays and Anthony Sullivan originally. Of course, Billy passed away. And then this was season 2, and we hooked up with Anthony, who lives in the Tampa Bay area, and we solicited on the air any inventors or anyone with great products that they want to bring to market. And we did a casting call at a club down in Ybor, and we shot a whole episode of Pitchmen where people were pitching products just like Shark Tank. And this is 2009, right around the same time that the Shark Tank launched as well. All right, so who do I have on the phone now?
So I'm back on, and my former partner, are you there, Dan?
I'm there, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
All right.
Dan is there. All right.
I'm here.
So I get an email from Mike, and Mike says, thankfully, we could not make a deal with Anthony Sullivan because we went on to sell over 21 million clean remote control devices. And this was an item, refresh my memory. So I thought originally that your item was poo-pooed, but it was not. So Anthony Sullivan liked your idea, but you couldn't put a deal together. And now you're saying, thankfully, you did not because you didn't have to split any money. And you guys have gone on to sell 21 million of these devices?
Yeah, and counting. Is Sullivan coming on?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get him on the line here as well.
Because, what is he, like Trump afraid to debate me?
No.
That's a good line.
No. I'm gonna try to get Anthony. He's in the UK right now, so I got to try to hunt him down. All right. So explain to everyone quickly, because I don't have a lot of time, but explain. This was explain exactly what the safe, clean remote device was.
MJ, quickly before he gets into that.
Yeah.
The reason that we sold 21 million of these remotes
Yeah.
is when we first started taking this thing to trade shows, I came up with the line, "What happens in Vegas stays on the remote," and it went viral.
Oh wow, that's a good line.
You guys don't want. Well, you're going to hear it. There is semen, there is feces, there is urine, there is blood. We don't know what the hell is going on in a hotel or a
Right.
living. It's just, like, what are they using the remote as a vibrator? It's just like.
All right, so the remote control's filthy. Refresh my memory what your clean remote actually looks like, and what do people do with your clean remote when they get to a hotel, motel room with a TV remote that clearly is going to be all nastied up good?
So first off, we sell these remotes to the directly to the hotels and hospitals and assisted living. So you're not bringing your own. This is this product's just there already. And
Well, MJ, let me just cut in quick also. People used to say back in the day, and I think I heard you say, people bring their own baggies and stuff.
Yeah, I know that I've heard from a lot of flight attendants, and I've read pilots and flight attendants will bring a Ziploc baggie in their carry-on bag. So when they do an overnight at a hotel, the first thing they do is they take the bag and they put the remote inside. They kind of probably use a towel or something to grab the remote, put it in the baggie so they don't have to touch the remote in the hotels. Because, listen, you have flight attendants and pilots that are traveling all the time.
Yeah, so Mike and I basically decide this thing is so friggin' filthy that people are afraid to touch it, and they got to drop it in a baggie. And hotels are even providing baggies telling you, hey, we haven't cleaned this thing. Put it in a baggie. It's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, you swab those things, and, yeah, they're gross.
So getting to it quick. So it's clean remote, and I'm a pitchman also.
All right, so hold on a minute. Refresh my memory. So this is not a device to.
This is a remote.
This is
remote control.
Right. So this is the whole remote that has antimicrobial properties, right?
It has a material that
it resists bacteria growing on it, so that even if they don't clean it, there's no bacteria.
All right, hang on, guys. I have Anthony Sullivan from the UK live on the phone right now.
Oh, boy.
Morning.
All right, hang on a minute. Anthony Sullivan, welcome back. Sully, welcome back.
Do you have a signal?
Yes, we have you loud and clear from the UK. Welcome back, Anthony Sullivan.
It's good to be on the air.
Hey, give me an Anthony Sullivan for OxyClean quickly.
Hi, Anthony Sullivan here for OxyClean, the stain specialist. Add a scoop to every load of laundry. It makes your whites whiter and your brights brighter.
I love it. Hey, so Anthony, I have Mike and what's the other name? Dan. I got Mike and Dan on the phone. These dudes.
Can I apologize to Anthony for a second?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, Anthony, I have an apology I've been waiting to give you for like a decade. When I first heard that we were going to be on with you, I thought you were Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony.
So I apologize.
That's all right. It's all good. Hey, listen, I'm kind of glad I wasn't Anthony Bourdain because he's not here anymore.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. But all right, so I don't have a lot of time here, so let me just cut to the chase. So Anthony, these two dudes, do you remember when we did the Pitchmen episode where we had the casting call in Ybor?
I remember it very well. It's at the Ritz, right?
Yeah, it was at the Ritz,
Yep.
and it was episode 2 of season 2,
Yep.
Inventor Quest.
Right. So these guys, they're the ones that presented the clean remote control antimicrobial because of the nasty remote controls in hotels and motels. And I forgot the whole story, but they've reminded me that you guys thought it was a good idea. You tried to make a deal, but you guys never made a deal, and I get an email because we were just talking about gross things in hotels, including remotes, but the latest gross thing is the hairdryer. You're not supposed to touch the hairdryer, that it spews all kinds of filth on you when you turn it on. So I get an email from Mike saying, hey, 15 years ago, you guys were with us on the Pitchmen episode with Anthony Sullivan, And they said to me, thankfully, we were not able to put a deal together with Anthony Sullivan because we've gone on to sell 21 million units.
Hey, you know what? The one that got away. The one that got away. You can't have them all, right? So, listen, I remember that product very well, and I've seen it in hotels because I travel a lot. I probably put over 100 days in hotels last year alone, and I see the clean remote, and I think about it, and I'm honestly, I love it. I love the success. To be honest, I don't know even to this day if it would have fit the direct response model if we would have rolled it out. And I know Billy would have loved it, but I always thought that was a great product, and I just wasn't quite sure if it was if we had the funnel to push that out. But I think when COVID hit, I'm sure that you guys hit it like crazy, and I'm super happy for you. I mean, I would like to get a little piece of the action, a little
retroactive piece of the pie.
Yeah, Anthony. Even the Beatles were rejected a lot in the beginning, right? So you're in good company.
All right, before I let everyone go here, I just got to know, 21 million units, what kind of dollar number are we talking about in total sales?
That's over. I mean, I got to figure at wholesale. You're talking 200 million at least. You guys, that's big numbers.
Yeah, it is. It is big numbers, and we're. And by the way, you're in England right now. Even they're even buying this in Europe. We just sold like 52,000 remotes to called Travelodge UK.
And you guys are just rolling in cash. I mean, so you guys
wait.
Now, Mike and Dan, you guys are now multimillionaires because of this, right?
No.
Yeah,
I need your help, MJ.
All right, hold on. One at a time. All right, go ahead.
I need your help desperately. Mike is a multimillionaire. I live under a bridge off of Hillsborough, and
all right,
because this guy screwed me out of all the money. He's loaded, and I'm friggin' broke.
What's going on here?
Okay.
I don't know, man. You need to help me out.
All right.
I got a good lawyer. Don't worry about it.
What's happening?
No.
All right, hold on. You're joking, right?
No, swear to God.
What?
So first off, we're still best friends, but we're not partners because Dan, right before we hit it big, quit to be a poet. And he is a starving artist.
Oh my!
What is your recent address right now? And by the way, he now goes by the name Chuck. And his recent address is wherever he parks that night.
Okay, all right.
What is happening here?
I'm not sure if I walked into a comedy routine.
Listen, I love these stories. This is these stories. It's never what it seems. Out of about 200 million in sales, it'd be shocking to know where all the money goes. Just all I can say, guys, is hold on to what you got. All right? Because
hey, you know who my best friend is?
What? Hold on. Say that again.
My best friend is Pete Best.
Nice. I know Pete.
The drummer from the Beatles.
Yeah, the original Beatles drummer. Hey guys, great story. I don't know what is real and what is not right now, but anyway, I've been entertained by this.
Is real, MJ.
100% real.
All right, hold on a minute. So wait, Mike and Dan, hold on. So who's the multimillionaire and who got screwed?
Mike
Nobody
is
got
rich.
screwed.
I got screwed. Damn.
I'm sitting here on the in a amazing condo on the beach here, and Dan is living on the beach. But we are best friends because he quit.
Have you guys been out
hi.
all night have you guys been out on the bottle all night?
I love this. Man, this is great. This is fantastic. This is better than I thought. Anyway,
We continued.
all right. So again, who the rich one is, Mike or Dan?
Mike.
All right, so Mike is the rich one. Dan, you quit, and Mike, once it hit big, got all the money.
Yes.
All right, so Mike, so Anthony gets $200 million in clean remote control sales. What is the actual number, or about how much in sales have you sold?
Well, we have other products with that stuff, and so over the years, a lot more than that.
More than $200 million?
Yeah, we've been doing this for 15 years.
All right, so give me a number. About how much money has the clean remote brought in?
How much do they pay you?
I'm not a guest on your show. You're a guest on my show.
All right, I apologize. Anyway, it's a lot of money. We sell through places like Home Depot and Granger that sell
Gotcha.
directly to hotels.
Yeah.
And,
Anyway, listen, I got to move on here, guys, but what a great story. Thank you. Anthony Sullivan, thanks for coming on from the UK.
No worries. Thanks for having me, guys. Take it easy. Take it easy. Love you guys. All right,
one
bye.
last thing.
Yeah.
So cleanremote.com, because I'm always selling, and remotecontrols.com, where we have all the original remotes.
All right, will you give Dan $1 million for just,
being a pal.
for being a friend?
Right?
Yeah, let's throw you a promo.
Listen, Mike, I want you to give Dan $1 million right now.
Me and Dan are best friends.
Then give him $1 million.
We'll be better friends with the $1 million, I swear.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
All right, guys, I'll check in a couple of months. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
Bye.
guys.
Oh, my God.
You didn't see any of that coming, did you?
What the hell just...
gosh.
So they were partners, and I guess before success, Dan peeled off. Then Mike hit it big, and much more than $200 million in sales for these clean TV remote controls that are in hotels and motels all over the place. Mike, who said I didn't see that coming?
I did.
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, wow. Those are some
I thought
guys.
they were still in a partnership.
No. Wow.
My
I mean,
God.
they were being for real, right? Sounded like it.
Or it was a great comedy act.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was either
know.
a great comedy act, great actors, or
Oh my God.
crazy.
That was unfreaking believable.
Wow.
I'm sitting here saying, what just happened here?